There we are. Yeah, this isn't planned, but welcome back to the Eldritch Scribe. We're going to do a trial of Quicksilver out of nowhere because we just didn't get enough in D&D today and my internet's back. So that's that. Last we left, we had more players. Now they're gone. Screw those guys. Just kidding, guys. If you watch this, we love you.
It's bedtime. Let's go.
So, as you all awake that morning after Eleanor's nightmare, or prophecy, or whatever premonition you wish to call it,
Mary, let's go.
you know what you must get done today. There's a few tasks at hand. Libra and Braska are off to their own agenda, as they dealt with Libra certainly dealt with a interesting night before, and Braska will be there to comfort him. That brings us to three of you. You must make your way to the Green Seers Guild and talk to Sinette and figure out what way this trial is going to work. If you have any preparations you'd like to do before you get to that, by all means. But other than that, we got some D&D to play.
Any beginning of the day preparations?
That's up to you guys.
That is.
Well,
Any
I will...
inspiring speeches?
Yes, I will give a word of advice. Say, well, you know, the best thing about succeeding on any examination is to not be concerned or worried about it. Think of the worst that can happen, and then think of how you would get out of it. So it's not that scary, you know. So whatever it happens, I know you're going to be doing great, and we'll be there to cheer you on.
You give 10 now?
10.
It's 11, I think. 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zero
Yeah.
marks now. Yeah. Okay, nice.
Thank you, Eleanor.
So, with your few moments that you have, you can make your way. If there's also anything else, we're not in a super rush. You can go to...
I mean, look,
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
technically speaking, this is a long rest, and at the end of a long rest, I can make some. I can make some treats
Yeah, you can
as
make
part
some
of just the
treats.
chef bit. So equal to my proficiency number, so I get 3, which is great, perfect number. So I'll give 1 treat to each of us.
What's the treat?
What do you make?
Good question. I hadn't thought this far ahead.
Yeah, we didn't even think we were playing here.
Little tots?
Lumber spread, let's go.
This is entire just... No, I imagine it would be, probably using the rations we have, but then some of the ingredients I brought from the store, some of the nice ones, and some of the spices as well, just to, make it a bit better. Obviously, we're staying in inns and over cooking facilities that we have access to, so just doing what I can with that.
No baked cookies, yeah.
Yeah, just cookie dough.
Yeah,
With a
just sort of
spoon.
cookie dough and just put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do they give us?
They give you eat them as a bonus action, and you get temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus.
4 plus proficiency, right? No,
Equal.
that's the amount you can make. Shit.
Yes, it's the second part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but temporary hit points is always useful.
Great.
Do you want to eat yours right now?
No, because I've got
You
your
can't stack
inspiring
right,
temporary
they
hit
don't
points.
stack.
You can't stack it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Good to know.
I will say,
Will these keep?
pardon?
Will these keep, or will they go bad over there?
I believe they
No,
just
they keep.
They
Okay.
keep the last 8 hours, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can't use them for the next day. type thing.
unfortunately we can't
No.
stack them together.
No.
They would go bad.
Since we have time, there's a small thing I was wanting to do, but I didn't want to take up everybody's time to do it.
Let's do it now. Also, just for you guys, since you guys decided to go on my mad plan, every one of you can get inspiration stack of D6.
Yay! I
Aw,
get my
thank you.
D6 back.
Yeah, after your terrible joke.
It was.
I didn't write a
great.
journal, so I get one this week. Fuck yes.
Wow, lazy. I wrote
didn't.
mine. It was
No.
shit, but I wrote it.
No,
I
it wasn't
didn't write-
because the trauma that came out you didn't realize was going to be great.
yeah, that was horrible. Thank you for incorporating it. I hated it.
I already had it ready. It's great. So, or you said there's something you wish to do.
I just wanted to go visit my hippogriff and
Okay.
see how he was doing.
Oh, I'll go with
So-
you.
I'll go along. Why not? It's all good.
As you make your your morning, you head over towards the green, the fallen leaves area. It's a calm day. The weather's been amicable, for sure. As you walk around and sort of look for the people you're looking for, I believe you're looking for name of the person. Is great and easy to remember.
I'm looking for the name as well. My
Yeah,
brain's also
Ocio,
going
I
burnt.
believe.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did I name my hippogriff?
Galen.
Galen.
Galen, thank you.
So the Elorian of the Griffinites. Oh, hello.
I just wanted to see Galen and see how he's adjusting to his new environment and see how things are.
He's going good. He's getting along with some of the other hippogriffs. They're doing well. He's still the youngest, but would you like to see him?
Yes, please.
Right, yeah, you're up. No. None of you have fresh meat on you, do you?
No,
Perfect.
except
Let's
for
go.
the part that's a part of my body.
No, I mean just like raw steak or anything. It kind of drives him a bit wild. Or ferret. Shouldn't be a matter. How are you, Eleanor?
I'm fine, thank you. And you haven't seen our friend here, Wilfira?
Oh, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ocio, Elorian of the Griffin Scouts.
So what do we drop the griffins with?
Right, you're the one looking after Galen for us.
Yes. Well, among many flighted creatures. So,
Cute.
come, let's go check out all the hippogriffs. And he takes you deeper within the tree where it kind of goes out, and there's this like stable setup where there's pens, and there's like, I'd say easily like 5 or 6 hippogriff cubs, and you spot yours very quickly.
I definitely gotta go over to him and I give him scritchies and make sure he like remembers me.
It's been a few days, but you look at him, you could not lift this hippogriff anymore.
What?
You could not lift this hippogriff anymore.
That's fair. Like he's not so big.
Roll me an
As
animal handling
alright.
check with advantage.
Got you. I put my baby. No, I didn't. I didn't put the baby dice up.
You mean you didn't install your hacks?
I got
Maybe
a
that's
nat
nice.
20.
Nice.
Yeah, just loving it. All in for the love.
Aw, yay.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm
As
so
we're
happy.
doing this, I will ask him, do griffins still give you trouble?
No, nothing's gotten out since. That was a bad moment to catch me, really. Normally I have a much better handle on keeping them all controlled. I was just training in a few new scouts that fell off mid-flight, so... Mind you, they landed.
Hopefully
They're
they
fine.
had featherball.
It's part of the job. But by all means, no, the griffins are doing well. Nothing really there. You have to keep them separate from the hippogriffs, as they are natural hunters to each other. But all goes well.
Hippogriffs.
Well, I do wonder if you train any of them for becoming scouts elsewhere. If our talks will go well, how much would one of those trained griffins cost?
It's the person who didn't want me to keep Galen.
Yeah, because he's a baby. I'm talking about trained, mature
So a griffin
animals.
scout. So unfortunately, the griffin bonds to the scout is the way it would go. So you need to send someone up to get trained with the bird.
How long would that take?
Training takes the better part of a few months to get a scout properly, even to be a junior scout. But
Interesting. And how much would that cost? Or is that, again,
it's not something we've
besides
really
scouts?
done outside of our own scouts. We've not trained any else. That's a very interesting thing, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'd have to clear with the elders. But by all means, you'd have to discuss prices and terms with if it's a amicable trade between the settlements, then it would be above my head to really. I wouldn't even have an idea of a price, because the training you'd have to take in cost of living and how much would they eat. I'm sure you could work it out with them.
I'm sure, yes. But thank you for the knowledge that it is possible.
It's not been done before,
Yeah.
but I don't see any reason why not if everything goes well.
Do you guys also have hippogriff scouts?
A Griffin Scout is trained on either a hippogriff or a griffin, or sometimes another creature entirely that's like raven and just like a very large raven, not even a four-legged creature.
Oh, I was just wondering, since Griffin Scout kind of the name sounds very like restrictive, so I was just
Started as that, but in the world sometimes there's different creatures are good for different maneuverability. Sometimes there's giant sparrows that are very good and nimble to get through the harder branches. I'll be back in 1 second. I just gotta go get my food out of the oven.
One Mississippi.
No, please don't. Please do not.
It was not meant in any seriousness.
Yeah.
Go to hand?
I want to see all of us go through Griffin training and just the entire party on
Oh
Griffins.
yeah, just like
yes.
That would be cool.
rolling
That
out.
would be cool. And then
Autobots.
Aura, of course,
Yeah.
riding Galen.
Oh yes,
of
100%.
course.
It's gonna be like Harry Potter.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just so happy that he didn't die.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm.
It made me really happy.
I mean, Des has it in his pocket for like dramatic aura moment for him to die in her arms, you know.
There have been enough
yeah.
dramatic aura moments lately, okay?
Sure.
You're gonna be a big bird one day, or you're gonna fly around, and it's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
Next feat, mounted combatant.
I mean, yeah, that would be fun for you.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
spell sniping out of the sky.
Right? That'd be so cool. I should also take Spell Sniper too, because doesn't it like quadruple the range for all spells or something?
I think it does,
Mhm.
but also how many levels until that?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I mean, I can dream.
Yeah.
It'd probably be better actually to take Spell Sniper first and then do the Mounted Combatant later, since Galen's still growing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
He's
probably.
still a baby.
So,
This is where Des ridicules me.
look, I'm definitely going to hold it against you eventually.
Yep, see, told ya.
So, how long would you like to spend here with the hippogriffs?
I mean, a nice visit amount.
I'm not gonna keep us from doing the thing. Just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, look, that's okay. You spend, let's say, the better part of the early part of the morning.
Playing, doing little exercises, learning what they're doing, kind of with them and stuff.
Easily done.
Yeah, thank you.
So, and with that roll that you got, you're bonding very well with the hippogriff.
Yay!
I'm so happy. This sort of aura in the back of my mind is just like, suck it, guys.
Wow. The goblin mode is on.
Gremlin attack.
So, point of order. You don't need to, as soon as you talk to Sinessus, start the trial. You can kind of find out what he has in mind for it, then do some preparations if you need to.
Okay. Okay. But we just go to him and sort of lock it in. Like, yep, we're going to be doing this type of thing.
Okay. So,
Okay.
did you go to him now, or where do you go next?
I mean, unless
You
anyone
guys
else
can do
has
some
any
trade talks
ideas.
with the elders of Lavoca if you really want to do that this morning.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it is just talking, so I guess we can do that.
Eee.
Or is it? Or
Dun,
maybe
dun,
they will.
Or is it maybe I have the combat map?
Yeah. yeah.
We fight the elders.
Fight for good contract.
And we do also need to talk to the Blood Druid as well, some more at the
Yeah.
Green Seers.
Well, I
So-
think maybe Liba would want to be there, so probably.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
leave that for
we'll
later.
wait for them. Yeah.
All right, so we will go to the place where we first met up with the elders.
Alright,
They
so you
go
make your way up to the
round.
Elders' Court.
Yeah.
Easy enough to do. You get there. It's not quite as busy in here. Not all the elders are currently present, but enough will be. There is the familiar Alicent woman who originally met you when you came here. The one that speaks as the head of all of them. For you would know her nickname would be, I believe, Bella is what she goes by. And there is another sort of. You've met him. Probably, yeah, only once when he was in here. Kakoa, the man who's like heavy worn leathers and the burnt tribal markings. He's sort of steps forward. Well met.
Good morning.
Well met.
I trust we are not interrupting anything important.
No, by all means, you're okay. There's your ambassador said you all did very well. She said you're a little strange, but other than that,
He told us
That
that
we are.
too.
Juniper's good. So, what can we do for you?
Well, since our trial time here is coming to an end, I wanted to ask if you are ready to negotiate the agreement for merchant ties between our cities.
All right. I have nothing else planned for the day, Bella. Do you? She goes, by all means, Kakoa, you can hear the proposition. All right. Tell us what you have in mind, and then we can bring it to the entirety of the elders later and have a vote on it tonight.
All
But-
right. Well, I will be quite frank with you because I think honesty is most important for a productive partnership like this. So I will say that right now the Voka is much smaller and weaker than Yundav, but that will definitely change with time. And for now, we have a few goods to trade, which are the produce and everything we get from the farmlands around, as well as a couple curious delicacies like the moss, the sweet moss you got in the
I did like
package I
that.
sent. Yes, it's made by one exceptional lady, and that is the only place you can get it in the Voka.
We
Uh,
also function as a good trade stop between here and Rendleton.
Yes, I was getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right, all right. We do have good partnership with Rindleton, and since Yundav is very selective about who they trade with, having this route would be good.
That's all right. So you have a few bits to trade. Do you have your own caravan?
We don't, right? Out of character.
No.
Yeah.
We can get Roland to. No, I'm just joking.
No,
we can't. Fuck that dude.
No,
I'd rather
please
do it myself. The
Yeah,
horse
no.
and the companion can be just walking back and forth if we need.
I will say that right now we do not. But again, we are setting up trade spots and a tavern, so that might change fairly quickly.
Until reason Roland's so good at this to trade with us is he has how you say roads and paths on his side of the road that lead from his cities to us. And you do not have any roads constructed up through the road to us, or a single path cleared that is safe.
We're working on cleaning the road up here. That is how we got here. But of course, making a road will take time, as well as establishing a trade route.
Especially through the world as well, there's a lot of issues to take into account, such as security, everything with that.
And I believe that it was more of us trying to see if there was any real point in trying to set up and undertake such a large project
That's
before
fair.
we actually.
Well, by all means, I enjoyed the sample basket you sent us. We don't have an abundant farmland or anything of the ilk. The most hunted. So fresh produce and if you have grain is also very helpful because the Pinecrest is a very popular place. So the Pinecrest needs all those bits to function. And most of them come through Roland, which is the distance it travels, quite expensive. So if you had mills and the like in your farmland, do you?
We do, right?
No mills.
We do.
We don't
No
have.
mills?
Not yet.
How do we need them?
Well,
You have it's
Livoka
mostly like
already-
farmed, like not grains. It's like lettuce and potatoes, and it's like an awful lot of like meat from goats and cows and stuff. But you
And
could set up
would-
a mill. You do
would
have
it
the land
be-
for it.
Costly?
To set up a farmstead like that, I would say that'd only be a one on the treasure dice.
Okay.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, I will make sure to set up a mill. Also, another thing that will be coming in the near future is we're freeing the mine next to our town from unfortunate residents. And after that, with our kiln, will we be able to supply limestone, and that is also quite good.
And I'm sure this stone quarry would be able to provide much in any materials that you'll need.
It is also something we do not have lots of. We do not have lots of stone here. Or, by all means, quicklime to make the irons. We mostly make our weapons out of very hard forged woods. But it is costly and expensive, so armoring some of the smaller troops would certainly be handy if we had access to metals.
Question, because I can't remember. Did we convince the... I don't think we convinced the forge guy who came during the festival to stay or to
No.
set up a check. No, okay. I didn't think so, but I want to make sure.
I mean, we can.
We do have an
most
enchanter.
Yeah,
We do an enchanter.
Yeah, they have a whole ass druid circle. Like, I don't think we will.
Druid
be able-
circles.
Yeah, many of them actually. They have
But do they
magic
have an
up the
enchanter?
ass of
Do
that.
they have enchanting?
All right, yeah, that is something we also can bring up. There is a very talented enchanter in our midst that is working on making magical items. That is a very interesting undertaking that I'm sure she would be gladly taking commissions once the place is set up.
She is a single individual, so work is a little bit slow. And mass production isn't really something that she can undertake quite yet
All right.
without
Well,
apprentices in the future.
you speak very well on what you can provide to us, but you must have had time when you spent time around the city. What is it you want from us?
Yes, I would want us to move on to that topic as well. Well, first of all, having good relations with other members of the inhabitants of the road by itself is quite valuable for us. In case of any attack, you might know that the cult and quite a lot of trouble is operating in the world right now. So standing as a united front would benefit all of us. But outside of that, cold iron is also quite interesting, especially in fighting some extraplanar beings. And we would be interested in training Griffin Scouts that would be bolstering our defenses against the troubles of the road. Is there anything that I missed out? Anything that is a point of pride that we should consider?
Well, the spices are the big one. Found nowhere else other than this part of the woods. So I'm surprised you do not ask for them. Rolamo is very interested.
Spices are good, but right now, as a small settlement, we're much more concerned about the safety and the abundance of day-to-day needed.
However, spices would be quite good because Rindleton does not have much in the way of spices, should we
Good.
choose to sell it to them.
It would be a good way to export. Then we could also get more goods from Rindleton that we could then take to Yundov that they would be interested in.
Of course,
Mhm.
but that is a little bit later. Right now, we don't have even a route set up with us, much less with Rindleton.
Alright, so what I get from this conversation is you mostly are interested in providing goods and the like. To more get utilities from us in the way of training and access and alliance and sort of things to come. You obviously have space interest in some of our spices and such, but not quite as much right now. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes. Obviously, if trade goes well and it flourishes, all kinds of delicacies and spices will be traded between us.
What, if I may put forward the idea, if we speak to some of the merchants in Rindleton, we can get them perhaps interested in what we can provide through Lavoka, and in turn they can provide us with the caravans that we need.
Yes,
Alright.
that might be good.
But of course,
I think we should.
later.
Yes, we should also be wary of what kind of people we employ, since the world is a closed-off community.
Would there be any things that you can think of off of the top of your head that you would be interested in from Rindleton that we could keep in the books for later?
Well, one thing we do not have lots of here is we do not mint our own currency. We deal mostly based in trade. And if you're planning on trying to expand us, which is an interesting thing we have thought before, to expand us to the greater world, we don't mint our own currency, so we need access to money to trade with. I do not know how it would work or anything. We do not have a mine for the gold, and we're not close to any good mining for gold. Obviously, we can trade in other things, but gold value will be very difficult for us.
All right, that can be arranged.
I'm not sure how you'd go about it, or if you'd have to talk to Rindleton, because obviously minting currency is not the easiest thing to do.
No, but if trade is concerned, part of it can be barter, as you are familiar with, but also part of it can be with currency, because we use it in the Voca, and people
Right.
spend money in trade spots like that.
Well, I think that sounds fair to me. The one thing I think about is you mentioned how you say the Griffin Scouts. You're very, very interested in aerial combatants. I'm not sure, maybe why, but obviously as I am an quite well respected into the sort of the combative side of Yundav. Griffin Scouts are very ancient tradition here, been around a long time. What about it? Why is it a fleeting thought, or is it something you're very interested in? Do you have soldiers you wish to send up?
Right now, we have a militia and a few soldiers from Riddleton to protect us. But hopefully, if we come to an agreement, we will send a few talented people who can learn
And-
the craft.
May I put forward a personal request somewhat?
Sure.
Perhaps we can have someone from Yundav, one of the scouts of yours, to train some of our, more capable militia members in Levoka in how to operate around the world, how to best patrol it, and keep Levoka safe from whatever may be in the world.
Okay. And
Because at the moment they are quite, they don't know much about it.
we could probably spare 2 Griffin Scouts. They could keep a good eye out for the village. I'm not going to put our men at risk if that's not what you.
No.
When it comes to the payment, you'd obviously have to be able to pay them in some form, and I hope you have someone to keep them if that would come to it. Next question on the agenda: the pathways and roads. Who do you suggest constructs them? Is that something you wish to come out of our pocket, or is that something you would do?
I think the joint contribution should be best, because if we decide on the route and start from our cities, we will do it twice as quickly, and it will show that both sides are committed.
Okay, you've got this guy. He seems to be pretty interested. Also, I Viper18. Thanks for following this random stream we decided to do out of nowhere. Thank you for signing your soul away. So this is going pretty well. I don't even know why I ask you, because you roll so high on this no matter what. Elnor, could you roll me a persuasion check to this is a bit of a skill challenge, so it's going to be a few, because we've got time. So just roll me your first persuasion check.
All right. It's thinking a lot. It's 30.
Oh my god.
Horse
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it's just 30. I can also
disgusting.
add the
Hey, Cookie.
sixes, but I don't think I want to.
You don't need to. All right. Well, tell you what. In good faith, we have. I do not know if you have the oils and tallows to commit a logging operation. It's very difficult in wood. So, we can start on this very much so easily. And obviously, we have outposts closer and further out that we do have some pathways between, so we can expand on them to keep it a safer, more patrolled route. I suppose the fairest thing I can think of to begin with is we have some merchants, obviously local. I can ask you to go around and see if anyone wishes to start a small caravan. No, unfortunately, one of younger boys came to us a few days ago, Harabel. He's come on hard times after a few bad trades, so he may be interested in a journey outwards, which is the clumsy sorcerer, in the ivy steps.
I love him. Oh my goodness.
A few people have come up, asked for. We received a letter from one of the arena folk down at the docks, saying they're looking to move out and sell and get out of their lease on their home. So perhaps we can start a small caravan. I think to secure at least some form of security on our side and to pay sort of expenses and risk factors. If you, let's say, down payment 500 gold worth of trade or 500 gold worth of coin, which hopefully sells in Lavoca and then downwards towards Rindleton, you should get money back, and then profit comes back to us on the first caravan. And then, if that sounds fair investment, we can split profits, let's say 30-70 towards us to begin, as we are the larger settlement, just to help us cover the construction of the road to begin.
Okay, so time out, because me dumb. They want us to invest 500 into setting up a caravan.
So
And-
they've got people that they can, without accent or bad language this time.
Yeah.
So what he's offering, if the elders agree, is you guys invest 500 gold that will go towards covering the cost of caravan guards, wagons, and trade goods. They'll provide the merchants and people who are looking to possibly relocate, like Wala and Harabel, who needs the money right now because he got scammed so many times in a row. They will make their way down to Lavoca, see what they can sell there, then use the safe roads out of Lavoca down towards Rindleton, see what they can sell there. They come back, you'll get your 500 gold back, and any profits are split 70-30 for them having the higher half and you getting the 30%, so they can put their sort of little bit towards so they can start working on the construction of an actual proper extended pathway rather than them sending the caravan a little bit longer way through their outposts, because right now they need extensive guards for now.
And in my experience being the merchant's wife and dealing with the books and such, do I understand that the 30-70 agreement is good or a little bit too much?
It's probably, if it wasn't the fact that they were trying to build roads, it would probably be a little bit steep. But the fact that they're offering to build the roads, it's probably a good offer.
All right. And on the topic of traveling to Lavoca and then to Rindleton, would it be faster and safer for us to get merchants from Rindleton to meet them, or for them to do this whole route? Because if we're basing all of the trade in Lavoca, that's obviously better for us.
Well, right now, the way you've described it, I don't think an awful lot of it is they don't think that there's an awful lot of trade in Lavoca, because you've described it as pretty small, so they don't know how much of all of their fancy spices and stuff that you said mightn't sell would sell there. So they said they'd bring it on to Rindleton, because you said they would possibly do better there. So it would be they would be intending to leave within the next day if you so did that.
Okay. All right. So I will turn to the others and ask, do you think this is a fair agreement?
I do.
I do.
And building the roads, especially, us not having to do that, is very big.
All right.
Yeah, that's
all right.
a huge help, especially as long as because we've made a good bit of coin as well. So as long as I feel like we focus a bit on building up the infrastructure within Lavoca so that we can help support the future of the trade, I feel like it would be a really good idea.
Well, the hopeful is good for all of us, but the most important thing is if we're having caravan, we don't have the safety of the lake to traverse that Roland does. So it's right now we'd have to send at least 6 Griffin scouts, 2 of which would stay in Lavoca for let's say a month as part of this deal.
All right. And in right now in Lavoca, we did set up a guard house that should be a good place for them to stay.
Has stables for griffins?
We have stables. We don't have griffin stables, right?
We do not have
You do not
stables
have
in
griffin.
general.
You don't have stables at all. Remember, the warhorse had to stay in your field.
Yeah. And guardhouse does not include that.
Guardhouse does not include because you do not have
'Cause they're
mounted
not-
cavalry yet.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Alright.
it's also probably not included with the tavern as well, even though traders would.
I
or,
would
like,
say your
the-
tavern. I'll have to pull up the calendar, but your tavern would have for horses. But griffins are a shy bit bigger with a larger wingspan than horses.
Yes. Then I will tell him, we do not yet, but I can immediately send word to my assistant, which is Brother Arkady, and set
Nice.
something up.
Okay. Should be fine. They can just stay with the griffins and tie them down to a post. You say you have a tavern being built soon, and you know when it will be done.
How many days do we have left?
1 second, I can pull up our calendar. I wrote it down
it's
because this is
Super
the good.
close, right?
Oh wait, what the frick?
You're
Where's the
so
comments?
helpful, Dad.
Where's the comments on the calendar gone?
Uh-oh.
It might be.
Oh, dear.
this.
You have
I did
multiple
comment it,
calendars?
didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can any of you see it on the World Anvil calendar? Because I'm not seeing the comment section.
Let me try and pull it up.
I might be.
Let's see.
I want to say it was
Quenthian calendar.
either Yorundar and towards the end of that, or Rathiel, but I'm not sure.
I can't see anything on there.
Where did the comments?
Let me go-
I don't
let me
have a
see the
multicast
editing.
for it.
Yes, you do. You're just not signed in.
I am signed in. I'm looking at Quinthos. I just don't have access to the calendar for some reason. Unless I'm clicking the wrong.
Oh.
It's under timelines, right?
It's under calendars.
It's in calendar.
Where is that?
On the
Quenthian
edit screen, I
calendar.
can't see anything either, Des.
Yeah. Oof, it's gone.
No.
As I understand, it's like in a week or something it's gonna be done, right?
Um,
It was close.
It was somewhere around like the time.
look, I'm not going to start dealing with it so much. Let's say if I don't have an exact written down for it, I'm sure I could go back and check the VODs. But let's just say random dates 6 days from where you guys currently are, because you've been gone for a while. Let's say it's good. Construction's going very well. It's going to be done soon.
All right. And yes, I think by the time your people come there, it will be almost ready.
That's okay. Well, we can maybe gesture good faith. We'll send a little bit of the timber and stuff we have already attached to the side of the caravans. We don't have many horses, so it may take a while for the caravan to actually get there. Griffins. Yeah, I suppose griffins could pull us. Maybe send an extra 2 griffins. If you want us to build for our own selves, build a griffin housing, just expand onto your tavern, maybe a little bit of an upgrade for you. We could do it 200 gold.
All right.
And then
So
we have the materials, but just I need to send some of our loggers and craftsmen.
What are the What was the 500 gold was for the
Caravan.
road?
yeah,
So,
for
no,
investment.
that's the start of the
for the
caravan, and
travel.
profits from that go towards helping them cover the costs of the road.
Okay. So that's 700 gold we need to give
Yeah.
them. Do we
Yeah.
want to go ahead and pay that since we have a fuck ton of?
Yeah, I think we
Money?
have the main fund, so we can spare 700 for that. I think it's a good idea.
I'd say for this, if you guys really want, you could technically use your group fund as I'd say the payment could come out from when they get to Lavoka. If you want to, if you guys are low on money right now.
No,
I'll
we
allow it
don't.
to be-
We have
Okay.
a bunch of money. What?
Yeah,
we
you
just
can
got
use cash.
like 2,500, right?
Yeah, so yeah,
but
you
we
pay that
split
nice.
it up.
Yeah, we split it up. I suppose I will pay it out of my pocket. Ugh.
We can just pay it when they get there. That'll be fine.
But I would like to pay. in
You'd probably
front.
look better in their eyes if you pay up front. Just saying.
Yeah,
Um,
I think we should.
Let me
Like,
see.
100 platinum is 1,000, right?
gold.
I
you only
have-
need
I
70
have-
platinum.
I have 680 gold on me. How much do you want? I also need to not be encumbered anymore. So
Maybe take it out of the
okay.
gold.
Please.
So we can split it. We can split it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can pay 350 and I can pay 350.
Okay.
I'm happy
so
to chip
then-
in as well. If you
so
want
then
to.
when
When
Okay.
we get back to town, we can just pull it out of the group fund thing to like even it out, if that's okay.
Sure. Then how can we split 700 3 times?
That's
Who's good at math?
slow maths. So let's just say
Calculator.
233.
233.
Yeah, 233. Okay.
Okay, so each of us pays 233 right now, and then we.
One has
get
to pay
that out.
234.
I will.
That's why we came to blows. You guys couldn't agree on who had to pay the one extra gold. Everyone died.
Yeah. I could do.
That's how the
Yeah.
party fell apart.
So as we pay, I will say. Just, I hope that this will be a good agreement. But I want you to know that we are striving for a durable agreement. So if in the future anything changes for either of our side, I would want us to have an honest conversation about it, and
that's
I'm
perfectly
sure we'll
fine.
come to something good.
Look, once roads are covered, we can put it back to a 55-45, perhaps. Obviously, we're the larger settlement with more to provide in means of goods and services for right now, so it doesn't need to be profits from caravans can, you can send your caravans up here. We duck profits, obviously, after all caravan people have to be paid. But, just for till we have the roads and pathway done.
Yes, I think this is a very wise decision on both our parts. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll put this idea towards the elders. I see no issue. I'll advocate, and I don't see any reason why they say no.
All right, we bow and we leave.
Enjoy your day. Well, you finally got to interact with one of the elders in a more
Yeah,
personal
that's good.
environment.
It's good. I liked him. When we get out, I'll say, well, I think that went fairly well. Thank you for your contribution, both.
Of course.
Given how much money we just handed over, my pack isn't super heavy, so would it be okay if I got my 50 plat?
What if I say no?
Please?
Then we roll initiative.
Oh.
Of course, I will give you back 50 plat.
Thank you.
I just wanted to go ahead and do it because I'm
Oh.
afraid I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
I will take my platinum later.
I also pinned
Wait,
the
Val, did you give your platinum to someone else, or because the only one
Yeah.
that gave their platinum to
Oh,
Eleanor?
I thought you said I'll give you both platinum. Like,
Oh no.
Okay.
She
No.
she was holding. my
that's
50
why I was
earlier
confused. I thought you
'cause
said
couldn't
both for
carry
some
it.
reason.
No.
I like it.
Vel, look at Vel trying to be a sugar baby right now. I'm not giving you money.
Always has been.
Yeah.
I also put a note in our group chat and I pinned it for us to remember to get our money back when we get back to Liloka.
Yeah.
Just so we don't forget.
You gotta do these things.
Because Brangle, brr.
It
All
does
right, well,
sometimes.
Now that it's done, we can get to the fun part, which is Vel's trial, isn't it?
Yes.
As you're all
He's
leaving,
speaking with Sinessus.
as you all leave, quickly running out, there's a familiar piney girl, Juniper, and sorry, all of you, sorry, I meant to give this to you at the end of the last day, but it just it completely blew my mind. You're dragging around bodies, of course. So, she has a large gift basket that's just full of like little like products from that represent like different things from the pine crest, something from the fallen leaves like the insignia, something from each like area, a little like welcome to Yundav basket. I hope you enjoy your stay.
That's cute.
Or like grabs her hands, is like, thank you so much.
It's all right. I hope we could catch up sometime when there's no bodies involved.
I agree.
Yes.
The bodies kind of really dampen the mood, but at least they're not out rotting there and they can go back to their families.
Yes, sure. I've got other people that will eventually need me to hopefully today, so I have to get back to work. But it was a pleasure dealing with all of you, and stay strange. He leaves.
Likewise, Juniper. Have a good day.
Dude, I love her. She's so
I like
sweet.
Yeah, she's very nice. Also, while we are out here, I will send a message to Brother Cuddy to say that there will be a caravan coming with Griffin scouts. They will help build a stable, blah, blah, blah. Be ready.
Okay. So, you hear back. That is excellent news. More people have arrived after a few soldiers came and their families decided to come with them, so all is going well.
Are there still houses for these people?
Yeah, you're talking half the houses were abandoned in Lavoka because of people leaving from the Hollow Man experience.
That's fair. Nice.
I got a stupid idea that we can also, in one of those houses, set up like a quest room, like the Hollow Man experience. It's horrible.
So the Lavoco Museum of the Hollow Man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
scythe up there, you know.
Yeah,
get some
like souvenir
souvenirs.
cups,
Oh my
you know.
Like,
We can get one
you
of the
say that,
woodwards.
but like, okay, so in the South here, we actually have like things like that, like our little like town halls that actually has that kind of shit. Like,
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
real.
Yeah, that's the
No,
money.
we
from
have
souvenirs.
them as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
So,
they're super free here though.
you all start to make your way towards the Green Seers Guild. It's very quiet as you get there, actually. Looking around, it's actually very quiet. You see no students.
Maybe they cleared out for the trial.
Synessus
hope.
is standing in the foyer when you get in. It's familiar.
Never met him yet, right?
Have you not met
Some of us
Synessus?
did. No, because you guys went to the
was-
Hippogriff.
Yeah, we went to the Hippogriff,
And
so me and
it
Eleanor
was
had
me-
met.
No, we totally saw that person in the chic tavern when we went there with Rolim.
No, you're
That
thinking
is
of
where we
Kara.
met.
That's the other one.
That was the
Right. I'm sorry.
So we haven't met this guy.
All right, 1 second then. So let me bring up Synessus' page. So, Synessus is a beautiful piney man, quite exceptionally dressed. Hair the colour of autumn leaves and maple bark skin, with sparks and specks of orange through it, as almost if cracks in the skin where fire has come through. His eyes being a stark contrast, an ocean blue, almost ironic as he wears the clothes that loose symbology of flames, and being the knight of brimstone, it is a point of jest constantly. Well, hello.
A pleasure once again.
It's a pleasure. I don't believe we've met. He's talking to me.
Alright.
Pleasure. And
I don't know.
pleasure. I'm Synessus, Knight of Brimstone, as Valfira may have mentioned me. I'm getting a trial ready. Is this the group you're doing it with?
Yes, this would be them.
Girls' night out, trials and shit.
Exactly.
There's unfortunately Caro's come to watch it. I said I was going to follow their instructions, but they want to watch.
I have met them once before. They seem to be quite friendly, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to watch. This is a
You feeling the
fucking trial
pressure?
the trial they recommended. I'm just like, I don't know how to do that, so we're gonna do something different. But it's gonna be fine.
Wait, what did they recommend? I'm so curious.
So she's just
Yeah,
like,
I'm actually
They
going to
recommended like
Fusion.
a really grueling obstacle course with an awful lot of
Oh.
very dance around. I didn't have room to set that up, and so I decided to do something stupid instead.
Wait, I'm glad you're not
What have
doing that though,
you
'cause
done?
I'm not dexterous at all.
So they approved it, so it's not an issue. Technically, the trial is just up to my decision. It's what my interpretation of Quicksilver is. So we're gonna start down here, but you're gonna start down here.
Right.
I'm gonna open a rift at the top of the tree, and you got to get up there as quick and close it as you can. I'm gonna give you some oil to put on your halberd, and all you got to do is slash the thing. Once you slash it the same way Berdar would have closed a portal before, you just got to close it as quick as you can.
Alright.
So
There's nothing that's going to come from it? No missing.
oh, there's
missing
definitely going to be
monsters?
stuff that comes from where everyone's gone.
Alright.
But I'm going to contain it, so it's going to be in top floor, so everything should be within the tree.
Sounds like fun.
Question. Does that mean fireball's a no-go?
Preferably not.
Well, I mean, you're like the brimstone
I'm not going to
guy,
open
so
a
you're
really
the-
large one, so anything that gets through is going to be pretty small and mostly just annoying if it gets in your way. But other than that, everything should be
Solitary
okay.
fireball then. Sounds good.
Yeah, of course. It should be okay. Look, I'm going to take the size as size of enjoyment from Kara when I explained it.
All right.
Or a sign of
Alright.
relief?
Do I understand correctly that our main concern is the closing of the portal? We can leave the fighting with the thing to later?
Oh, I heard of the trial that Berdar put you through, and he summoned the trial of lead is a big combat one. I'm not going to open a large rift like Berdar did. Anything that gets through is going to be small and will probably be like little voidlings that'll be like yay big, and you'll probably be able to dispatch them with 1 or 2 hits. Like they're
Right.
Cool.
they're small, they shouldn't be lethal, and I will also be standing at the portal making sure nothing big can come through. I'll let small bits through and things that can possibly slow you down, but I'm not going to let anything that's going to hurt you or get super dangerous. But I'm giving you my oil that will close things, and I haven't brewed another pot of it yet, so don't take too long,
be
because
careful.
the rift will balloon.
Well, are you faster without your armor?
No, it does not really slow me down.
Okay, I didn't. Well, because if
I
you
make
were,
a lot more noise, but I not really slow down.
I just wanted to make sure.
No.
Because if
It is a
not, I
good
would
point.
give you mage armor if you were faster without it.
No,
It's a-
it should be. Actually, that is just a really interesting rule in 5e. Armor doesn't slow you down. It's kind of interesting.
It just make you
Um,
clink.
It just makes you clanky.
Yeah, clink, clink.
Perfect. I think.
Look,
Do we
you can
want
start
to
whenever you want.
prepare?
I have to just go up and literally just, open. And,
Of course.
But
It's a
also,
really weird gesture.
it's like tearing open. Sure. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, when you're ready
Hello,
for it, let me
Christopher.
know. Everywhere's being cleared out for the next few days, so I can get everything ready.
Mhm.
Caro did want to put in a few obstacles. I said I'd rather not. They didn't listen.
Okay.
So there was like a few little ramps and like
All right.
false
Jumping
floor.
things.
Just a.
Okay.
How bad can it be? Caro's an
If we-
acrobat. Let's not answer that.
If we
the
fall from
way-
really high and we don't happen to have featherfall because we don't have featherfall, will you revive us and make sure we don't die?
I don't know how you would do that. It's like stairs and winding areas. Everything should be enclosed. You can't
It's
fall.
not outside, it's inside.
It's going to be within the tower of the tree.
Well, yeah, but you said false floor and we're going up.
Yeah, but like 10 foot down. She didn't hollow out a
Okay.
classroom. It's just like, a board taken out. So if you fall, you'll just go down into a classroom. It shouldn't be that
Okay,
bad.
that's fine then. I
Right,
can't
that's fine.
break a
If
leg.
we run, how long would the run take? Just if nothing
Alright,
stops.
so I timed it myself. And if you know the best paths, but I can't tell you them, it took me 3 minutes to get to the top.
Easy.
But I also don't like stairs. So maybe if you're more fit than me, you could do it in 2. You ever run upstairs for 3 minutes?
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna. That's like a 7-minute endeavor, my dude.
Yeah, look,
Wait, are there pastries at the top?
I can bring some.
Yeah, you should do that.
That will help Aura get to the top, yes.
Alright. Yeah, whenever you're ready, let me know. And we can
Is
deal
there
with it.
anything we want to do at all? Or-
Yes. Since my inspiration lasts for 10 minutes, I will give both of you one inspiration.
Yeah. Perfect. I think I'm ready. I don't think there's anything else I need
You don't want
to
to
do.
go like potion shopping or see if there's anything out there that could possibly speed you up or anything.
There are potion shops?
Well, Arabelle can in theory craft potions. Or has had potions.
I just gave you 10-minute inspiration. We're doing this right now.
Okay, let's go.
Alright,
Alright, let's do this.
you guys wait here. I gotta go to the top.
See you in 3 minutes.
No, I gotta get up there. You're not allowed to move yet. Has to be when I
Oh.
open the rift.
You'll
Oh,
let us
no.
know? Or we'll see the rift, or?
You'll feel the tremors.
Great.
Cool.
So if you
Maybe
move on
one
now.
day I can-
1 second. Wait here. He runs into another side room. He opens a locked box and he comes out and he reads something off a scroll and he just plops this big fat red weasel. He's like a little bit rotund, avocado shaped. This is my familiar. His name's Grigorovich. He's gonna
Little
watch.
pets? Can I give him scritchies?
Look, he bites.
I offer him.
That's
a
why he's in the
pastry.
box.
It's all the components.
Okay, that's fair. Anyways.
I love this. I love this guy. I just love everything about
Yeah.
this guy.
I love that his familiar hates him.
Grigorovich, you say, and he's like, he pointed and just, fuck. I'll be
summon
back. See you
I
soon.
summon my familiar.
Yeah, as soon as you do the weasel, just like, just this little avocado-shaped weasel that's just like,
Aw.
probably can't move. Just fed too
Love
much.
Wow.
Love it.
Aw.
Too many
great.
faces.
Yeah.
All right. He's jogging up the stairs. Couple minutes pass. Time 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes. 4
They'll
minutes.
just start stretching, you know, just getting ready.
And all of a sudden, Woods, you feel the entire tree shake side to side for a second. I'll have you guys all just put yourself in initiative order. Just actually, you know what, I'll just go across 1, 2, 3 because there's only 3 of you guys. So, as things feel, the air suddenly smells a little bit more charged, like a little bit of lightning in the air. As your trial begins, people are watching. We'll see how you do. Belfira,
Yes.
how can you aid the first part of this skill challenge?
I kind of aid it through the use of my athletics. You know, being able to obviously run a bit better and just get through some of the obstacles and help the others get through some of the obstacles or difficulties in the way.
So, as you kind of look through and you're starting to spot bits and traps here and there, using your athletics to try and clear paths ahead to make the trip easier for your comrades, roll me an athletics check.
22.
22. So, you pull your halberd out a few times, and you even notice some of the pit traps that are coming by, and you manage to easily jump over them, waiting on the other side to catch your allies who are going to jump over after you. You manage to get a success on this part. Aura, what can you do in this situation to help your party get forward?
My familiar is still a hawk right now because I haven't changed her back into a cat. So I am going to send her ahead and use her wonderful eyeballs that have advantage on pointing out things to detect any kind of future traps. And then if I see any, I would like to shout them out to let Belle know so that we can be on the
Okay.
lookout for them.
So give me perception with advantage then, with your Hawk's stats, not your own. Who uses
Okay.
your Hawk's abilities?
I need to pull up the hawk real quick. I think it's a +3 perception. Wait, oh, +4. Nice. Okay, so it's 18. Yeah, 14
18.
+4.
So, you notice small bits as you're going by. Floorboard out of place here, a small little wire that's set up there. And bit by bit you set it off so you know where to not step. And dexterously you all manage to get over these next bits of the spike traps. You're maybe up the first floor at this stage. Eleanor, how can you help the party in this situation?
2 questions. How many floors did he say?
This tree, he didn't. He also did not say the best route. So, if you guys just get the first route,
Okay, and the other question I have is the fact that I can fly, would that help us? I can just get
So,
over any.
that would
thing.
help you. How would it help your allies?
Not getting worried about my clumsy ass. No, okay.
Okay, no,
so,
you know what? I'm going to give it to you. You pop out your wings for a minute. That won't be the full 3 minutes to get up here. But you can use, just with your passive, with your passive persuasion, you're going to be like, don't worry about me, go on. That can be an automatic success, but I'm only going to allow it once.
Okay.
So, as you all feel yourself getting into stride, it's a good start. 3 of you, it's good. Let's go, girls. As you make your way through. Second round comes around, Valkyria, you're up maybe... This tree is over 100 feet tall. There's a lot of floors in this area. Maybe up 2-3 floors at this stage. Not knowing the best route if you're going it right now or not, what are you doing to help the party in this situation?
I have to use a different skill, correct? Or a different ability?
Different skill, please.
Okay. If I'm using a skill, do I have to be proficient in it?
No, you don't.
Mhm. I don't really want to do that, though. I don't know if this is too similar to the last one. Can I use acrobatics
No, by all means,
to
it's not just
try
similar
and
to different
navigate
skills.
some of the traps? And
So,
yeah,
you find yourself coming to more, not so much the traps, but the obstacle courses where you have to jump from pillar to pillar where the floor has been taken out. There's a classroom below that just has thin pillars set up in beneath. Jumping bit to bit, give me an acrobatics check.
all right, let's go. 17.
You get there, both sides, and then you almost slip on the last one, but you just manage to right yourself. Once again, providing a base of strength to help your allies, the less athletically inclined of the group, to manage to make their jumps over. That's
Just
another
get ready to
success.
catch them as I pull them across.
Or
Okay, so doing a different thing. I don't have a whole lot of things I can do that are really
you
helpful.
can use, if you have any spells that you want to use, you can do that. If you have any,
Yeah.
like, tell me an ability that you would
That's
like to try and
smart.
do, and you know, you could use investigation for something, and I will let you know if there's an interpretation I could feel about what it could be. Or just tell me
Can
what
I
you think you might do.
Can I catapult Val?
I believe there's a weight limit on catapulting.
Probably is. I don't know. Let's see. Probably.
Yes, 1
If
to
I
5
cast
pounds.
I cast it at a higher level, can I catapult Val?
It'd be an awful lot higher because it's only 5 pounds more each time.
Okay, shit, never mind then. Okay, well, yeah, I had to try. I don't really. We don't see any bad guys yet either, right?
Not yet.
God damn it.
But also,
I
you
have
don't know if
things
you're
that
going the
can-
most optimal route. If you need an example, I would allow
I
an
kn-
investigation check for that.
Okay, thank you.
If you're
Because I
struggling.
don't- Yeah, I'm really struggling because most of my stuff is like, if you see something, do something.
Mhm.
That is investigation. That's 17. Forgot how
Alright.
to math.
So you almost come through into a new classroom and you're not quite sure where to head this time. And you spend the time, you just get everyone to stop, you look around. Reading any of the signage for a decent area. It doesn't appear to be much, but you look and just out of the corner of your eye you spot a different area that can spiral up and it looks like it skips maybe a floor or two. That's a success.
Nice.
Eleanor, how can you help this?
All right, so still no enemies around, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, then. Okay. I think I can try. So, for example, if Belle already used acrobatics, I cannot use acrobatics.
Preferably not until everyone's used the skill. So until we sort of get through all the skills, not really. If you
Okay,
can,
I see what
unless
you
you have an idea of how you would use it differently to Val.
Okay, that's fine. So, the way Aura found a more optimal route, was it through finding like false doors and like little. How was it?
No, she just stopped investigating, like assess the best route. She didn't look for hidden areas. So if you want to do investigation or perception, I'd allow a check for hidden areas because that is a different usage and I like that.
All right.
That's cool.
So I'll try that. I'm not proficient, but we'll try.
That's
So
okay.
that's- Investigation, yeah.
Investigation or perception, I'll allow either.
All right. Well, it's one either way. Oh, but can I use sleight of hand to try and feel the maybe like an indent of a false door or something?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Cool. Okay, it's 3 at least.
That's okay.
Okay, 20.
Right. So, you grew up in larger estates. You know the telltale signs when you're looking for areas that people sneak away to. You know, little scuff marks at the bottom of doors, things that you'd crawl through as a child, and it almost brings you back to that innocent early years of your life where you'd be running through around a castle and you spot these small areas that, by God, shouldn't be known by the students, and if they are, it's probably not good for the teachers. But you manage to traverse a few corridors, and you're easily halfway through up the area now, and it's now that you start to see moments, signs of creatures. Small little voidlings, creatures of mass of writhing tentacle and shell. They will block your way if you do not deal with them. Starting with
Okay.
Belle. Are you going to leave them for one of your allies to deal with, or how are you going to proceed here?
I was going to say that they have a lot of useful skills and stuff that they can use. So
Yeah.
I'm going to move to the front, just using the halberd just to clear a path through a lot of the little creatures as best as I can.
Alright. So, are you going to go as quick as you can action surge, or are you just going to try and make a few slashes?
I would say probably action surging through it.
All right. So, just roll me all of your attacks. Just roll 4 attacks. So, you manage to clear at least 3/4 of them to clear out the way, which is enough to while they are shooting small bits at you. But however, your party will take 1 damage each as small little pines come down and start getting attacked to each other. Oh, what up, Serum? Incoming. Wait,
We're gonna
incoming?
get raided. We're about
Oh
to get
no.
raided.
Not the time.
Not the time for that.
Can't
So,
wait. I'm so
As
excited.
your halberd springs around, you have the radiant energy starts emitting off of it, almost this boom, boom, and it's fizzing on contact with these creatures. That is a success. All of you mark off the 1 damage. Aura, how can you help?
Okay, this is a stretch, but I'm gonna try it anyways, and you tell me if it's too dumb to do. This is the same building that we were in that we fought Big Plant Guy, right?
It is.
Can I use history based off of the way that the path that we took before to see if I can use the way that we the way that we transverse to see? Because generally, especially in like schools, buildings are made
Might be
similar in
hard,
different
but
areas.
roll history.
Okay.
I like it. That's creative.
That is a
Thank you,
creative
and-
use of history
Creative.
in this situation. Good work.
And you gave us advantage, or did you give
I
us?
gave
a
everyone
D6
inspiration
going
and a d6 at the start for coming to my madman idea to.
on? Well, I was also talking about the 10-minute thing that Eleanor
Yes,
did.
yes, a D8.
A D8. Okay, cool. I might use both. Let's see what I rolled in the D20.
Oh,
Yep, we're.
hey, roll for damage rating with 40 people. How are you all doing?
Hi guys. Okay, so 1d8 and 1d6. I'm gonna use both of those. Nice. Okay.
Timing for the raid is just.
Dirty 20. For
Dirty
the
20.
scuffest history check ever.
All right, so you
Season
You look
finale was a
around and you-
blast. Oh.
you're trying to look around, and it's just you're not sure where to go, and okay.
20 wasn't
familiar,
good enough.
familiar. No, let me finish.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Layout. Okay, these things are normally built the same. How are we going to go about doing this? How are we going to go about doing this? And you remember bit by bit where you could go. Also, just roll it for damage, people. How was your stream? What happened? Tell us in the chat.
They just said that it was the season finale and it was a blast.
Oh, hot damn! Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Hope
Nice,
you all
nice
won.
work.
Hey, congrats.
So, you guys are easily up 7, 8 floors now. You've maybe got 3 or 4 left to go, but things are starting to get thicker. Eleanor, what are you doing?
All right. So since we dispatched of the wood creatures on this level, I want to use detect thoughts to figure out where they are, so we can avoid them the next.
Oh, are you sure?
They're
That's
void.
interesting.
Are you sure?
They're
That's
void
interesting.
creatures.
That's a simple question. Are you sure?
Oh no!
Well, okay. Wait a
You're already
second.
cursed, my dude. How
You're
was it?
making me so nervous right now. I hate it. I hate it.
Well, while you panic about that, Pixelated Bunny, thank you for being our 69th follower.
Haha, funny number.
Funny number.
You'll,
Haha, funny
you'll
internet
always be
number.
remembered for that.
Yeah,
Share it with
yeah.
friends.
I can detect creatures I cannot see. It's
I'm
not
aware
2
you
feet
can
of
do it. I'm just wondering if you want to get inside the mind of a void creature.
Well, I'm not using it to figure out their thoughts. The second ability is I can sense the presence of something I cannot see. So
Okay.
that's what I'm doing.
I haven't said
so
if it would be
you're-
a bad thing. I'm just messing with you at this stage. So if you want to
Yeah,
do it,
I
just
hate
commit
it.
to it.
I hate it. I'm doing it. Shut up. I'm doing it.
Let's go!
So,
Do you want to also tell the roll for damage people what we're doing?
yeah, we're doing one of the many trials for Valfir that's come up so far that they need to do to become a full knight of the Order of the Arch. Valfir is known as the Squire of Quintessence, one of the 5 alchemical components of the alchemy that the Order subscribes to, and which that they use an awful lot of. So, we've done the trial of lead. This is the trial of Quicksilver being administered by the person of Brimstone. It's not confusing at all,
Because
I
no one's
swear.
allowed to give their own
No,
shit.
no,
Yes.
there's a whole backstory.
Yeah, we got stuff with it. So, Elnor, you start to hear this, almost this cacophony of minds around you. hundreds, if not thousands, of small little mines, and you start pinpointing where they could be coming from, and you use it. And since you use a spell slot, it's a free success.
Nice.
That brings us, as you guys are careening up the 8th floor now. Well, they're getting thicker, if only for the fact that Elnor managed to help you avoid some of them. There's still clusters as it gets more and more. What, if anything, are you doing? How can you help this?
Let me just have a look here. Let me just have a look. Like, what can I do? What do I have?
A will to live and a will to succeed.
Yes. Oh,
Definitely
okay.
some of this.
Here's the thing. I can use intimidation from charisma. You can use intimidation from strength.
Those are 2 different skills.
I would allow it. That's a good idea.
You will.
And I do
Okay,
allow
in that case-
intimidation to be strength-based, Raph.
Well, in that case, can I attempt to use intimidation based on strength?
Just
Okay,
tell
this
the
may be
fuck up.
very hard because void creatures, how do you intimidate them? What do you say?
mean-
How do you present yourself to be an intimidating force for void
Well,
creatures?
that's what I'm trying to do. I guess sort of look sort of menacing and sort of large, and my plate arm with the halberd out, just bringing some psionic energy rippling across the blade, and just radiant sort of light gleaming off of it a bit. Just try and
Okay.
really create that image.
Roll me intimidation with strength.
Okay, intimidation with strength. Be. Okay, that's an 18.
So,
You still have inspiration if you want.
Still have inspiration.
do you want
I
to
can
use
use
it?
fire
D6.
next time as well. I have a bonus action.
You're not sure? I'll use.
And if it fails, you get
Eleanor's-
to keep it now. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. So yeah, I'll use
Yeah.
Eleanor's.
Might as well use it.
21.
The thing is, the DC was 20. That's very good. So,
Hey!
as all of you get to this area where it's just a mass wall of these void creatures, beings of madness that your mind has difficulty comprehending, Vel stands there, draws the halberd, and just starts gripping at you. You see the radiant energy that is able to exude off this halberd start charging with psionic energy, and she slams it into the ground, sending the burst almost like a little shockwave tremor from you, creating a small pathway for you to get through. That is a success. Aura, what are you doing?
That's cool as well.
And it's cool.
Can I use black ribbons, but against the wall to grab the voidlings so that we don't have to walk through it and get slowed as well?
That's
It's a
cool.
creative use of the spell. I'll allow it. That's another success.
Yay!
So, Eleanor, as the ribbons come forward, grabbing things that are coming at you, as they just about to descend, the ribbon grabs and pulls them back to the wall. How are you helping this?
All right. So as we go to the next level, I will use prestidigitation to summon a sound of rushing footsteps in the other direction, and I'll try to use deception to lie to them.
Oh,
Essentially.
I like it. And I'm going to give you advantage because I like it.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Sweet.
That is a good use of that
That's
cantrip.
29.
29. It sounds more real than yours. You get, quick castings every couple seconds, and it sounds like there's many more. And the void creatures start clawing and creeping their way across the walls, slurping across the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will also inspire Bell again.
And inspire.
Thank
So,
you.
it is harder now. You are at the last floor before the next level.
Mhm.
It is becoming the most concentrated damage. You can actually hear the combat up ahead of Sinestris making sure nothing larger than dangerous can get out of this rift. This is the last
Okay.
push. How are you doing it? Well,
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of something I haven't used that I can. Shit.
What are you good at? What are you good at?
I basically used all of it. Like,
you
Well,
haven't
you
used
have-
your ability to psionically throw something.
I haven't.
Yeet
Or
a
do,
door
like,
off
do
a
I
wall.
see?
Or
I was
just
gonna
eat
say, do
something
I
in
see
general.
any sort of objects around?
Yeah,
that
there's
can be
like
thrown?
cabinets, there's doors, there's loose pieces of wood that has
Okay.
been set up here to help.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is there are stuff I can throw around?
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, can I just tear off like a cabinet or just like a big sort of like statue or something, and just roll it through the mass of them, just trying to clear a path forward?
Alright. since you're using an ability, I'll give it as free one. As you see yourself coming against another just horde of these creatures, you stop, and mustering all the times you said that someone said to you that you couldn't complete your squire training, you pull your psionic energy, and this statue just skids down through them, clearing them, pinning them to the ground, making your way through. Aura, how are you helping this?
Okay. Fuck, I had an idea where it happened. So we're close enough that we can see Synasis.
No, you can
Having
hear
killed
Synasis.
Okay. What happens when a void dies? Does it poof or is there a body?
It poofs.
Fuck. God damn it. I just want big zombies. Ah. Okay. Well that fucks that plan.
You know what? Okay, you might not use it because it's fucking stupid, but you can use your magic and your fucking origamis to like.
I was thinking about doing something like this. Cause like Aura keeps a fuck ton of those little fuckers in her bag.
That's cool. That is actually a really cool use of it.
Yeah, I do. So I'm just gonna like turn around, have my bag over. So you see like this, there's a pocket dedicated to origami, and it's just like birds, and she just tosses them out. And
Nice.
I'm going to try to have swarm them so that they can't like so it's hard to see. Like there's like just a bunch of flying shit around them in front of them.
Okay, I like that. Give me
If
a what check would I call this?
Maybe spellcasting ability.
Yeah, just a roll using your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. Is that the spell attack bonus?
Yes,
I always get confused with this. Okay, cool.
your spell attack bonus. That's fine.
Nice. So 19 plus 7?
All right, so normally you can make one or two of these animate at a time, correct?
I think it doesn't specify a number.
All right, so if it doesn't specify a number, or is it concentration?
It is concentration up to 24 hours.
Okay, so Aura starts passing through and wanting to animate these scrolls. And this pocket that easily has like 20, 30 of these things, you feel a rush. There's the energy coming from the void itself, or the energy in the air. You charge your magic, and almost with a surge, all of these things just out through your bag and just collide like two armies in the sky, and you just skirt underneath it, a lot of you. Eleanor, the door is in sight
Alright.
for you to burst through.
All right.
What are you doing to help this group?
Yes, the rest of the void creatures, the ones that are not swarmed, I will use my universal speech ability. That means that any creature can understand me regardless of their language,
Okay.
and I will try to intimidate them. I will say, "The void is cold, but my heart is colder. Run while I still give you the chance."
All right, roll me intimidation, charisma based.
Ooh. What happened?
Yeah, his internet died, unfortunately.
Oh no!
I hope he will get back soon.
Oh no! It's so suspenseful though.
Yeah, horrible moment for it.
No! Cell phone internet. Let's
Oh my
go.
god, I got a natural one. What?
Did you use
This
the
is
advantage
horrible.
I gave you already? I gave,
Oh, I have inspiration.
I gave everyone.
And you have
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
advantage.
yeah, yeah.
You can just roll again.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Just don't roll another one, okay?
Okay,
There
that's,
you go.
that's really okay. And I will add a d6 to be sure.
All right,
Nice.
21. Okay.
20 was the DC for this. As you push them
Yay!
apart, you make your way to the door, the precipice. We have to wait for Raph to be back. So, how's all our viewers doing? How you guys at?
Hey guys, you vibe having fun?
Everyone just
Having fun.
enjoying yourselves? We've had so many technical issues today, it's not even funny.
It's not. Although it is kind of morbidly funny a little bit, like
It's-
after the fact.
Yeah, look,
But
definitely.
that might just be me.
Listen, we're just rolling the corpse of our stream through the threshold, hoping that it's good.
I'm a necromancer for a reason. Let's revive this shit.
Exactly.
There is the term in D&D that an awful lot of DMs use, much like myself. We're failing forward.
Yeah.
I've
you know.
never heard that before.
Yeah, it's where even if
like,
you fail, the story keeps going.
No, I've literally never heard that before.
Has Raf put anything in the chat saying if he's like anything?
Nope.
He has not.
This is horrible moment.
Dude, even if he just has to pull out his cell phone and just call from there.
yeah.
Like at this point, it's like,
Well,
just we need
While
anything.
this is going on, since we're at the door, can we see what's like inside, or how does the portal look?
I'm gonna wait for Raf to be here to describe that
Aw.
scene. That's a scene that
I want
needs
to
to.
know.
I know, so do
I'm
I.
just like, oh my God.
He must have rolled too much damage on Kerrigan on himself in the chat. You guys need to be careful with that command.
He did just get 220. That's a great command idea, by the way.
It took
Also,
more
the-
time than I
The
wanted to set up.
cameras on the stream are scuffed as fuck.
Yeah, that's because Raf left. And if I
Yeah,
fix it
I'm
now,
fine.
so am I.
Just
Oh, what
you
a
who's
like
here's
the
this,
the
like
other side.
you on the other side, it looks like.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening for Raf.
If
It's phenomenal.
I go like
How
this,
do you do it? How's the season finale? You guys are doing the
The humble
campaign
one is
as the yeah
What?
yeah.
Chaotic Platypus just got yeeted into oblivion by Kerrigan for 447 damage. Sorry, buddy.
oh no.
And that's based off
I'll
her
give you a
actual
free Revivify
stats,
if you
right?
follow the channel. No, that's from actual stats. That is the
Yeah, that's
I had to use a Java string code to multiply by random numbers, which I haven't done coding in a few years, so I was trying to figure out the maths that does that. It just took me. Yeah, I currently I myself
buddy.
hold the record while I was setting up. I got 546 damage, and it's the actual math for like minimum to maximum. It does like 84d6 and 2d8 and oh, thanks for the follow then. Free Revivify, you're back
Aw.
alive. Careful not to kill
There you go.
yourself again with Kerrigan.
what was I gonna say?
Today's stream is so scuffed.
It
It's so
is.
scuffed.
Yes.
It's,
Here, I'm just gonna.
Can someone message Rap and see if he says anything? I'll see if I can get a hold of him.
Yeah. Not the moment where we finally get to
Imagine
No,
the last
it's not
round.
to the end. Come on. I love how it was like, hey, my internet's back. We could totally do this. Just
Yeah.
kidding. But not.
Oh, geez.
But just kidding, right? It's fine.
So, any of you guys in the chat ever fought void creatures?
Wow, us trying to like fill this hole with anything.
You
is
should start
just
a poll. See,
Oh no, it's good. We don't normally get to stop and chat with the chat, so
that's
That is
true.
true.
You should start a poll to see if, like, will Raph be back in the next 10 minutes? Yes or no?
I'm gonna do that.
Do it. People engagement 10. 10. I'm not desperate.
Totally am.
Yep. Though I saw people earlier in the before stream time,
Did people realize that my things are fishies?
Yeah, very nice, very cute.
I loved them.
my wall is super scuffed because I live in a house made in the 70s, and when the last people who plastered the walls, they didn't like fill in the holes. They just did like a quick once over to make it flat. And because my desk is like low to the ground and on the floor, I used like I pressed against it and it like caved in.
Oh no.
So it looks
There we
so
are, we got
bad.
the
So I was
polo.
like,
I don't think he's gonna make it back. It's just gonna be like dead for the night because all of the
No!
results.
Ay, ay, ay. So what do we do? Is
You
this
can use
another
the-
cliffhanger? God damn it!
Imagine we end the session.
I like how you have no and then hell no.
Yeah, I'm not quite out of hell no yet, but it's with the taste bean. I don't know.
I mean, he got cell phone.
I think he probably wants to get on camera for this.
I mean, yeah, but
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
back!
Please, yes?
I'm using
as
it.
Eleanor intimidates, shouting, the voidlings start pushing their way back through, almost merging with the walls. They can pass through solid material. You come to this door, busting it open. You see a familiar void open, and you see Sinessus with arms from fingertip to elbow just wreathed in flame as he is burning at the edges of this rift. He goes,
Aura's eyes sparkle, and you know that she immediately goes, I want to know how to do that. The alabaster mask just falls down.
Yeah.
Grim.
Gremlin mode, let's go.
Valfira, you see Kara standing
Yes.
off in the distance fighting another void creature. You see Sinessa's doing this. You have the oil applied to your halberd. Describe to us how you close the rift.
Oh. So give me an image of the rift. Like
So,
it's Sinessa
As you walk in,
standing
it's
there
this
just
top, like almost like used for astrology. It's an open, like kind of glass dome at the top of the tree where you can see up to the skies. And above you, standing instead of a starscape, peers into the void with creatures looking back out at you.
just sort of just sprinting through it, just like voidlings scratching at her armor, just sprinting through them, bashing through, like shoulder charging past them, just bringing the halberd, just running through, just slashing it down straight across the middle of the rift.
As you come up, you're taking it a sprint, and by God, Sinessa's right, fuck these stairs. And you think to yourself, you start spinning the halberd, ready, and it's a little high, so you have to jump, leap, and you just pull and tear as you feel it almost like dripping behind you, the bits of the void falling, creatures falling above you. And then there's silence, and just the warm crackle of fire off Sinessa's arms as the void creatures get called back beyond the gate. You're successful.
Nice.
Or it's an old man stance. Like her knees are bent. She's like,
Eleanor will just take out a little handkerchief and just pat her face a little. Well, that went well.
As you're also
Belle's just leaning on
standing
a halberd, just
Harrow comes up to you and goes, with the enchantments I had within the walls and everything, you did very well with my watch. I did not expect something so good from such a hard trial. And since you succeeded, got more successes than failures every round, you get every reward bonus that... Since you didn't fail forward, and you succeeded every round. Valfira, coming forward to you, Harrow takes off her cloak. I would like you to have this. As myself, the Knight of Quicksilver, a gift to the new squire of our order. You get the Quicksilver Mantle, which once per day, you can cast the effect of Quicksilver's Mantle, believe it or not.
what?
what'd that do?
It's spicy. It's better than the Cloak of Protection, so you can transform an ordinary cloak into a highly reflective silvery garment. This mantle increases your AC by 2 and grants advantage on saving throws against gaze attacks. In addition, whenever you're struck by a ray attack, such as Ray of Enfeeblement, Scorching Ray, or even Disintegrate, roll 1d4. On a result of the 4, the cloak deflects the ray, which it will target one creature randomly within 10 feet of you.
That's cool.
Once per day.
Thank you.
Is it an action to activate, or like
It
a
is an
bonus
action.
Man, okay.
Wait, so disintegrate
lasts for
will
an
be
Ooh, nice.
disintegrate will be changed to another person, random person.
Within
Random
10 feet.
creature within 10 feet.
What if there's
within
no one
10
within 10 feet?
Hopefully,
choose to do it,
none
yeah.
of us are there.
So Belle's got a nice fancy new cloak.
Yeah, she
Thank
is.
you.
Also, Zach,
I like these.
you get given
This jacket scuffed.
for each turn you
Yeah.
for each of the was what 4 or 5 turns total there, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
not
it was
sure,
like
but
4
so-
times.
She hands you 3 potions in pill form, these small little capsules that she uses. He uses depending on the day, as they are fluid. You get a potion of haste within a pill to represent the speed that is required of a knight. You get a potion of heroism for the courage that is required of a knight. And you get a potion of greater healing for the times you need it most.
All in pill form.
All in pill form, so they're just a small thing. Take a bite. You can also use them not only as a bonus action on yourself, but a bonus action on an ally.
Nice.
Bonus
Fuck,
action.
okay.
That's good.
So it's we normally in this table we do bonus action to administer, bonus action to take a potion, action to administer one to someone else. But with pills, you can do it bonus action either way. And
It's amazing.
It is. It's great.
Yeah, that's great.
so it is a thing by the alchemancers of the Knights of the Order of the Arch. It's the same color as the pill, so the haste one is a little yellow, and they still have the thing, but they have no weight, which is also very easy. And also, they can be concealed easily under a wristband, a pouch pocket, hatband. So basically, you can hide these on you very easily, and I would not try and take them away from you in a situation that someone would be searching you.
Ooh.
That's
Okay,
good. That's very
really good.
And as well as that, you get 3 hollow point arrows, which normally cost 25 to 50 gold to make, and can administer a poison. It is the same design as Kara's rapier, the hollow point. So basically, it's like hypodermic hollow point that you can, if you have a poison or something, you could close. Or, for example, if you had the oil to close a rift, you would be able to shoot and close a rift from a distance.
That's amazing.
That
That's
is amazing.
really cool.
We got everything. We're so
You
close.
got
know, that's so
everything.
many
You did
gadgets
every turn. And Batesos, thank you for being our 70th follower.
Nice.
So close to funny
I
not
think-
there.
I think Vel is going to finally take off her jacket that just has holes through it and just like cuts, burns. Just finally just
As if it was a cloak of
on the
billowing,
cloak.
as you stand there victorious.
Liber has that one.
Right.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much. That is most kind of you. All of these gifts, I honestly, I wasn't expecting any of them.
They were earned. There will be plenty more
Thank you.
trials to come, and some will be harder, some will be easiest. But there will be plenty of trials, both for the Order and other. And I welcome you, should you complete the rest of your trials, to our ranks as a fellow knight. And
Now
through
you-
all that formality with Caro, just out of nowhere, oomph, my trial went well! As you get tackled to the ground by Sinessus, overjoyed that he didn't fuck up.
Oh, bless him. I'll just give him a hug.
And it's just like high fives. Let's go! We didn't fuck up!
Sinessus,
We
can you
didn't fuck
teach me
up
the
at all.
fire hand thing?
How do you feel about tattoos?
I don't care. I feel like this is where Eleanor's gonna be like,
You're too young.
They stay with you for
So-
life.
you're not allowed to drink, you're not allowed to have tattoos. No.
And they kind of, the little specks where it looks like fire's coming through the bark, it's a tattoo that goes underneath the skin, some dermal implants. And they allow me to enhance natural flame. So if you have a good ability of harnessing flames,
I really like Fireball.
well, basically it's like not fireballs, but like a lot of rays of fire that you can kind of just do as you so wish, as he kind of just out of his hand. Which reference, if you got the tattoo that he does, basically means for every like example, if you had the multi-tack feature, you can do 2 blasts of fire for 2d6, or basically fire damage at a range. He's got like
That's
he's got
really cool.
Elon Musk's flamethrowers on his arms.
Nice.
Vel would just like hold out a hand towards Sinessus. And I think if this is any indication of any future trials, you have nothing to worry about, Sinessus.
Hey, you did really
Well
well.
done. You did really well setting all of this up.
Yeah, thank you. It was very fun. It was a pleasure to work with you all, and by the look of you, I think you're going to do great. You're going to make a brilliant squire, and when it comes to it, even a better knight.
Thank you. That does mean a lot.
So, as you revel in your victory over this trial, we're going to go ahead and end the one of many scuff streams that happened today, with no technical difficulties ever happening again. So the
my God.
legend went. All of these, the trial will go up to you here pretty quick. If you haven't before, check out our socials. Stuff gets posted there sometimes. I try and keep on top of it.
You do a good
We
job.
play D&D every Monday. Would you imagine that? If you haven't already, follow the channel. It would really mean an awful lot to us. And yeah, we'll be back here next Monday and some Thursdays. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thanks for all for damage for the raid. And we'll see
Thank
you
you.
another time, guys. Bye.